they don't affect me. But whoever whom I see, definitely they affect me. Correct? That is the idea of identifying the expanse of my world with which I get affected. Okay?
So how would you characterize it that I don't will never interact with Mr. Trump or Ms. Hillary Clinton, but they are affecting me. They are around me, and I get bombarded.
It's only here.
What is happening?
It's only here. It's only here.
It's here, but here is most important.
See, I just imagine, we are not able to accept a change. Every change creates a great disturbance in our life. For example, the day you were married, not that it is a kind of disturbance, but now, all these years you were alone. Now, all of a sudden, you are living with someone. So now, and that person is going to be there all the time sitting with you. So initially, you are not comfortable. But over a period of time, you become so much used to it, there's no problem.
No problem.
Maybe there's more problem. No problem. I don't know if
My father passed away in 82. That created a great disturbance in my life. I changed my job. It is a disturbance because there now I need some kind of adjustment. So these situations, they really create a lot of disturbance, and I need right understanding and adjustment key for it to handle amicably in a bad way. Yes.
Well, to this question, I think it's more comes to a matter of acceptance. When you have maybe political figures or something that they don't match your own personal beliefs, I think it's a matter of like how do you have acceptance for whatever they're saying, even though it might be totally against what you believe in.
Well, it's just not political figures. You see what's happening right now recently. Five police officers got killed.
It is also saying
It bothers me that how did it really help the cause of what the blacks were doing? It hurted their cause. And I was so sympathetic, not knowing the details, that two blacks were killed. And then you see right away five officers got killed. All that matters in the life is they are around in my world, and I can't ignore that. That's where I'm struggling.
What we need to understand, once Mr. Trump comes as president, with that, the America and the world is going to face certain situations. It has happened. So it's like it was the result of the voting. The American citizens have accepted him in majority. So now whatever policies he decides, it is going to affect everyone. So that is your destiny.
No, so you make a good point. Adjust everywhere. And how will
That's what we want to focus. See, you cannot change the road.
Yeah.
If we want to reach our destination, we follow the road, follow the GPS, and you reach your destination. That's it. We don't bring the road in our house. It is meant, it helps us reach our destination. So all these people are also like that. Yes.
Certain things it's easy to accept and adjust because it's not bothering you day to day or minute to minute. It's when the adjustment or the botheration or the disturbance comes every single hour, then it's difficult.
See, just imagine. The moment you get up from here, you think that you want to go out and reach your car. How are you going to go? Are you not going to follow these? You have to follow. You are adjusting every moment. You understand? Certain things we have accepted, so we have no problem. And certain things what we don't accept, we keep fighting. But everything is like a road. The world will not change for you. You will have to change if you want to be happy. We feel that we can change. Think about it. I cannot change my mind. I cannot change my speech. I cannot change my actions, my behavior. Because it just happened. People will say, don't think like that. Don't talk like that. Don't do like that. But it is happening. So that doesn't mean you don't say that. But inside, have that understanding that it is happening. Otherwise, you will get frustrated. I told you several times, why are you still doing it? That's what happens with the kids at home, specifically, or at our workplace. You understand? So, the dramatic part of our life, we have to understand, play our part, and inside this holistic vision will keep us steady and calm. Very important. Otherwise, you will have a lot of disturbance. People are not listening to me, people are not understanding me. Yeah, nobody understands me. That's a very common phrase you will see around. I keep telling at times, nobody understands me. But this is what we have to understand. With that inner understanding, we'll never have any problem. You'll always be happy and cheerful. That's what everyone wants. Yeah.
Any more questions? Oh,
Yes.
Sorry, you said the family is a garden and not a farm.
Yes.
I don't understand the difference.
The idea is your son, your daughter, your husband, and yourself. Let's say 4 people at home. We expect that all should be alike. If mom thinks one way, father should think that way, the children should think that way, which never happens.
Okay.
So they are like different flowers in a garden. So the family constitution today is like a garden. A farm means
It's a
you
crop.
see a farm of wheat, you see a farm of
Okay.
rice, something like that.
Is it- Okay, I got it.
They're not alike. So with these differences, we will have to handle them differently. And if we don't handle them differently, we will have a lot of problems, which we face.
there's a question in the back.
Yes, please.
Yeah, you said everything which happens around us is a reflection of our inner self, right?
Yes.
If it is that way, there are certain things happening in a family or around which you would have never thought in your life.
Sorry, I didn't get it. What is
There
it?
are something happening in our life which we would have never thought in our life.
Yes.
And that's one thing. Why is it happening? And then second one is, okay, if it is something because of my thinking, how can I change that thinking?
See, if anything grows in the garden, can it grow without being planted or sown? Can it grow without being planted or sown? Did you get that?
It comes through the air.
I'm saying anything that grows in the garden, can it grow without being planted or sown?
No.
And if it is happening in me or with me, how can it happen without a cause inside? I am not aware of it, that is a different story. But the very fact that it is happening to me, that means it is connected with me. Okay? If I am not aware of it, that doesn't mean the fact cannot change. And if it is not with me, why am I suffering? You understand? We are trying to prove other way around. It is called corollary. We cannot understand, but when our perception becomes true and true, you will be able to see exactly why things are happening. But today our perceptions are totally shrouded. And that is why we are not able to see for ourselves. You understand? But because it is happening, it has happened, there is a cause, and it happened to me, and it has affected me, and I am suffering, then something is connected with me. So when my perception becomes transparent through and through, I will be able to see that situation as it is. But I'm not able to see that. Do you understand? So that's where I have to accept, because it happened in my life, I suffered it, so I need to have that inner understanding of adjustment and acceptance. You understand?
And then if you keep on accepting or adjusting, you
You become very strong.
Take it as granted.
You become very strong. You will be a most experienced person then. So whenever you are there, you with that experience, wherever you are, people they see you, that stability will help them a lot. What if you start shaking, get disturbed? You cannot help anyone. You understand?
I think it's empowering to be responsible even for your own mistakes. I think you said it earlier, you learn from your failures. And so if you acknowledge that this was my mistake, this was my error, and you own it, it becomes very empowering, because now you're in a position to fix your mistake. But if you constantly say that I'm the victim and this happened and I don't know why, then you'll never.
Right? They're not saying that. They're not trying to say that.
Right.
They're saying, by understanding, that's why failure is the greatest lesson of our life. It teaches us a lot. Encash on that and make use of that for a great change.
One more question.
Yes.
Can you hold on your questions, because we need to take a break, and we'll come back to the written questions and then we'll get back. We'd like to take a 15-minute break, but before that, there are 4 tables. So after the break, take your seats at the 4 tables. I suggest husbands and wives don't sit together, please. Please sit at different tables. We've been too close sitting here. So let's give some breathing room to each other. And what we have to do is, well, I'll give you instructions when everybody sits down. So we're going to do some workshop, okay? Every table will just appoint a leader. He or she just takes information and then will pass it on to Deepak Anandji after our workshop session, and then he will dwell on that. And then you can ask any questions in that. So that way,